best biscuit hack ever. Butter Swim Biscuits.
It's the perfect name. They really are swimming in butter. If you love biscuits but you hate to bake, these are for you.
Zero cooking skills needed.
No yeast, no kneading, no rising, no nothing. And just a handful of ingredients you already have. We're gonna mix, drop, and swim.
I grew up eating biscuits and gravy almost every day of my childhood, so I know biscuits, and these are the most amazing I have ever made.
Now comes the fun part.
So this is how these guys got their name. This pool of butter that you're gonna put the batter in is where all the magic happens. This is where your lumpy dough is going for a swim. It's almost like you performed a magic trick because look at how they come out. These are so next level, they're hard to describe.
It's like Red Lobster had a baby with KFC. I was gonna tell you how to freeze these, but there's not gonna be any left.
Happy Saturday. I hope you are having a great weekend. It has been wonderful so far. We did our least favorite thing to do this morning. We went to the city dump. We had so much stuff on our trailer that we had to get that out of here. And then we went to car shopping, looking around, so I have some other ideas, other options. And then we went to Lowe's and bought 40 bags of mulch. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. This is currently what is on our trailer. And then in the back here are all the flowers that I'm going to plant. I'm not going crazy this year like I normally do. I'm just not. I'm going to make it simple because I get very angry at myself when I don't water them like they should be, and it causes a lot of anxiety. So I am just going to do the bare minimum and hope for the best. Every year for the last maybe 2 or 3 years, I've been buying these ferns when they're at Lowe's they're $10 each. They're normally $17, and I always put them in the same spot right here. They go right here. Plop them down in this old plant stand, and that's what they look like. Once you take this off, you just give them a little bit of fluffing, and they look great. I mean, for $10, looks perfect. I shared these with you a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely love these. I brought them out here to see what they would look like in this pot, and all I would need to do is put a brick under here and bring it up a little bit, and I think it would look wonderful. I think something tall here looks really good. I have some extra plants I'll probably plant in there, but I'm keeping these for another place I have in mind. I wanted to show you what we got completed today, what I still have to do, and I want to show you one of my favorite tools to use in the garden. I shared it with you last year, but it's a good arm workout. It is a good arm workout, but it works really well. I know these aren't very exciting, but it's going to have to do this year. Rob took care of all of that, got everything blown out of there, the dead leaves, etc. This is my next big project, getting all of this weeded and mulched, because this is just a weed patch right now. It isn't looking very good. And then what I do is get rid of all of the vines that are growing this way, and I shove them up on the fence. And I need to clip some of these old little flowers off so the plants can continue to thrive. I got those planted, these two, and then I did add both of these. And I'm thinking I've got some spare pots back behind the garage. I don't know what that would look like if I put those in pots right here. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I want to find a spot for them out here somewhere. Rob got all of this mulched, and I added a couple of flowers around that plant. And then we started mulching here, and I'm still weeding along here. This is really this was so overgrown that you couldn't see the dirt here, and I'm continuing my weeding all around there. And then my weed bed over here, I need to get rid of that, and I need to remove all of that myrtle, or most of it, because it's just overtaking that spot.
The best biscuit hack ever. Butter swim biscuits.
It's the perfect name. They really are swimming in butter. If you love biscuits but you hate to bake, these are for you.
Zero cooking skills needed.
No yeast, no kneading, no rising, no nothing. And just a handful of ingredients you already have. We're gonna mix, drop, and swim.
I grew up eating biscuits and gravy almost every day of my childhood, so I know biscuits, and these are the most amazing I have ever made.
Now comes the fun part.
So this is how these guys got their name. This pool of butter that you're gonna put the batter in is where all the magic happens. This is where your lumpy dough is going for a swim. It's almost like you performed a magic trick, because look at how they come out. These are so next level, they're hard to describe.
It's like Red Lobster had a baby with KFC. I was gonna tell you how to freeze these, but there's not gonna be any left.
Tool I love has a lot of different names, but it is this garden hoe, and the end right here goes back and forth, and you rub it on along, you take it and go along where the weeds are, and it pulls the weeds up, and is the easiest way to remove weeds. First, don't yell at me about my shoes. I like wearing these, but I just learned the hard way to put regular tennis shoes on because I stepped on a big stick and I have an owie now. But this is the hoe that I'm talking about. See how this moves back and forth? There's a huge patch of weeds right here, and all you do is this. And all of this is now gone. Like I said, it is an arm workout, but they're gone. And it looks so much better, and it's easier doing it with this than with a shovel.